Can you really discover your personal Jeet Kune Do, or are you just walking around in Bruce Lee's shoes? Get that right, Dwight. Or are you walking Bruce Lee's path with your own shoes on? Gosh damn it. Hello, everyone. This is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebel. Welcome to the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast number 369. This is the one about Jeet Kune Do equals movement, not museum. So as you're logging in, if you'd be kind enough to say where you're logging in from, hit the like button and feel free to continue doing so throughout the broadcast. I know in advance, Frank Nordquist, that there is no simulcast over on the YouTube. My apologies for that. As soon as we finish, I will upload that video to the YouTube channel. But when you are there, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. But of course, the best thing you can do is to share this video and spread the word about the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcasts. So take this into consideration. We hear it all the time. Jeet Kune Do is about personal expression, right? But personal expression of what exactly? Personal expression of Bruce Lee's techniques, of Bruce Lee's mindset, of Bruce Lee's training methods? Or is it about your own understanding developed through a very specific filter? So we're gonna dive into something that I consider it the most misunderstood aspects of Jeet Kune Do. And this is the difference between honoring Bruce Lee and limiting yourselves to Bruce Lee. And can I uh, interject for a second? Because there are people, I've heard from a couple of people who, when I put up a postcard or when I say something about Jeet Kune Do, um, they are what's the word that they use? Apparently, my implication is I am implying that I know everything about Jeet Kune Do and that I speak for everyone. So can I just say it again? I speak for one person, and that's me. Even when I defend Dan Inosanto, I have told you before, I am not a spokesperson for Dan Inosanto. I might be, as Paul Bax puts it, the quintessential Inosanto explainer, or I think Bill Sang said that I'm the chief, I'm the head of Inosanto apologists or apologetics, or something, right? In any case, when I talk, just because I don't say in my opinion, because it would be redundant. It'd be ridiculous for me to keep saying in my opinion, in my opinion, in my opinion, in my opinion. Just have this as a blanket statement. When I talk, I am speaking for myself. So let's go back to this difference between honoring Bruce Lee and limiting yourself to Bruce Lee. So again, Bruce Lee did not finish Jeet Kune Do. And in case you don't understand, that is my opinion. He didn't wrap it up with a bow in 1973 and say, okay, here you go, final version. I mean, he had what, 6 years to do that? I don't think so. Bruce Lee was still experimenting. Bruce Lee was still refining, and Bruce Lee was probably still testing out like his own theories and what have you. So Jeet Kune Do, instead of being a finished product, and we know that, right? Jeet Kune Do, a process, not a product. Jeet Kune Do was a movement that he started and not a system that he completed. So when people train, when they say, well, we train only in what Bruce did. So whether or not it's something from the Chinatown era, something from the Seattle era, something from the Oakland era, whether it's from, I don't know, the notes, or we hear about the 66 progression, or the 66 curriculum and the 67 curriculum, right? Whether it is it's none of that. Can you call any of that complete Jeet Kune Do? No, you are not preserving his genius. What you're doing is freezing it in time. And you're limiting yourself to a version of Bruce Lee that was still in development. So if you stop at Bruce's path, then by definition, you're stopping too soon. Okay? So now let's flip the coin. Some people here, Jeet Kune Do is personal, and what they think that means is cool. I can mix Muay Thai. I can mix Kali, I can mix Silat, I can mix Savat, I can mix BJJ, and I can call that Jeet Kune Do. No. Let me say that again. No. Jeet Kune Do is not just a matter of what you put into it. It's also about what you run through the Jeet Kune Do filter. So here's examples of the components of that filter: simplicity, directness, efficiency, function over form, and also personal truth, that which you have found through your own experimentation works for you. So if you're not applying those kinds of filters to everything that you train, if you're not constantly asking, is this liberating me, or is this limiting me, then you're not, I hate to tell you, training in Jeet Kune Do. You're not practicing Jeet Kune Do. Now, you might be training hard. Um, you might even be training smart, but you're not applying the philosophy that converts your training into Jeet Kune Do. So, Jeet Kune Do, process, not product. So, what is the process? As Ted Wong is reputed to have said, it's simple, but it's not easy. So, this, you do have to do this. First thing, you have to study Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, and you have to study it deeply. You have to understand what he did, why he did it, and how it worked for him. That is your foundation in Jeet Kune Do. Because if you don't have that, then you're not really evolving Jeet Kune Do. You're actually avoiding Jeet Kune Do. So now you have to take the filter that we just talked about, and you have to apply that to your own body, to your own context, to your own experience. And that's when you start to strip away what some people would say is useless. Chris Kent, I think, says that which is personally unsuitable, and you refine that which is useful or personally suitable. And then, of course, you add what is uniquely your own, whatever that means to you. But you don't add before you have done the work of stripping away the inessentials. So that is the process of discovery. And that is where, again, in my opinion, your personal Jeet Kune Do actually begins. But here's the most important part: you don't leave Bruce Lee behind, you carry him forward, not as a blueprint, but as a compass. Do like I do when I'm on the plane. I always take the iPhone out to check, make sure I'm in the right direction. Right. So let me ask you again: when you're training, are you just training what Bruce Lee did, or are you training and doing what Bruce Lee meant? Because Jeet Kune Do, not a museum piece. Jeet Kune Do, movement, a living, breathing thing that demands participation. It demands that you think about it, and it demands that you be there. Okay, so that's all I am going to say in this video. If you like what you heard, comment, rate, subscribe, ask, leave a comment, shoot me a message. Well, leave a comment, right? Because the messages I tend not to get. Share this broadcast with somebody who you think needs to be reminded that Jeet Kune Do isn't about preserving, right? It's about continuing a movement. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at Dwight Woods, and on Instagram at Dwight D. Woods, at paypal.me/unified MA Miami, paypal.me/unified MA Miami. The Jeet Kune Do Journey Volume 1 raw but edited version is available. That is paypal.me/unified MA Miami. Head over, if you're on Facebook, to JKD Drills and like and follow the page. When it's up and running, it will be you'll be among the first to see what's going on over there. I need to, let me see if okay, there we go. Okay, so I need to let you guys know about this. So Wayne Quinton is my um, most senior student down in Barbados, where he runs the original branch of the Unified Martial Art Academy. And so they set up um, a GoFundMe for his wife Petal's fight against breast cancer, and I I thought I had the link that I could show the link. Hang on one second. No, I thought I had the link, so I will put it. I'll put it into the stream for this. I'll put it into the post here, and if you guys would be so gracious as to contribute something towards that fund, I would be greatly appreciative. Right? Um, yeah, I'll get you the link for it. I don't know why it didn't come up here. Right. Okay. So that is it for me for today, which is pastel day. So I went with the beige pastel. Okay. So until next time, you guys keep training, keep thinking, keep expressing. And as always, I am Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebel, and this is the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast. See you next time. Take care. Talk soon.